Hi everyone, Alison here at Keithley Healthy Living. Welcome to our Wednesday afternoon Movement Matters exercise session, which is part of our Rethinking Pain programme. So this afternoon's session is going to be a little sample of our core and floor exercise programme. So there's going to be some standing exercise, a little bit of seated, and some floor exercise as well. So you'll need something comfortable to lie on the floor. If you're on carpet, that's fine. If you're not, you might want to get a towel or a mat or something that you could comfortably lie on. I'm going to be using an exercise block for some of the exercises. If you don't have an exercise block, a cushion will be fine. And also, we will need a chair at some point too. So before you participate today, you need to be feeling fit and well, free of many medical conditions, illness or injury. If you're not sure, you can contact your GP to make sure that you are safe to exercise. You need to be wearing comfortable clothes that you can freely move around in, and on your feet you need something like pumps or trainers to stop you from slipping. Check the area around you is free from any hazards, nothing to trip or fall over and nothing sharp to knock into. And if you're ready, we'll begin. Find that space and I will just put our music on. Off we go. So we're just going to start by marching it through. Back tall, tummy nice and tight. 4, 3, 2. Give me a knee lift with the right leg. Lift it up. 2, 3, and 4. Other side and lift for 2, for 3. Let's repeat that again. Lift it up for 4, 3, 2, 1. Other side and lift. 2. Let's shoulder shrug that right shoulder. Lift it up. 2, 3, and 4. Other side and lift. 2, 3, let's circle round, knees over toes, back tall, tummy in nice and tight. 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll take the feet wide and narrow, take it wide and narrow. 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to just do a little squat, push the bottom back and lift up. 2, 3, 4 more like this. 4, 3, 2, last one. March those feet wide, march them narrow, wide and narrow. Back tall to me and nice and tight. 4, 3, 2, take it into a hamstring curl, heel to bottom, lift it up. 2, 3, and 4. Other side, do a little bicep curl at the same time. Again, curl it up. 2, 3, 4. Other side, up. Take those feet wide, march them narrow. Wide and narrow. Back tall to me in. Hopefully we're getting a bit more warmed up now. Circle round to the right. Circle. Other side and circle. Repeat. Round. Other way. Then we're going to do a little squeeze forwards, pelvic squeezing. Squeeze and release. Squeeze and release. Keep that back tall. Keep that tummy nice and tight. Keep it going. Squeeze and release. 2 more. Head looking to the right. Look to the right. Look centre. Left and centre. Head glancing up. Looking down. Glancing up. Looking down, warming up the feet. So we're going to go ball, toe, ball and down, ball, toe, ball and down. Twice more. Last one. Over to the other side. Ball, toe, ball and down. Ball, toe, ball and down. Last one. Bend, stretch, rise, lower. So we're going knees over toes. Bend, stretch, rise, lower. Knees over the toes. Bend, stretch, rise, lower. Last one. March it wide, march it narrow. Big marches. Use your arms as well. Get that blood pumping through your body. March it through. 2 more. We're going to turn at the waist to the right, push forward. To the right, push forward. Hips stay facing forward, just the upper part of the body moving. Nice and controlled. Four more. 4, 3, 2, last one. Take it to a side bend. Take it over, lift it up. Hips stay facing forwards, back tall, tummy in nice and tight. March it wide, march it narrow. Back to a knee, lift right leg, lift it up. 4, 3, 2, other side, lift it up. 4 more, right leg. And the other side. Push your bottom back, little squats. Squat down, lift up. Push forwards, lift up. Not too far. Just a little push back with the bottom. 4, 3, 2, last one. Heel into floor, tip of the toe to the floor. Warming up the ankle joint. 4, 3, 2, other side. Heel into floor, tip of the toe to the floor. 4, 3, ham curls, heel to bottom, lift it up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, other side, lift it up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. March it wide, march it narrow. Hopefully you are quite warmed up now. 4, 3, 2, last one, and hold it here. We're just going to take the feet parallel, and we're going to start with some little squeezes with the pelvic floor. So we're just going to squeeze and release. Squeeze and release. So think about squeezing from your inner thighs as if you're going to try and stop yourself from passing wind. Not the nicest of descriptions, but at least we know we can picture what we're doing. 4 more like this. 4, 3, 2, last one. We're going to do the same movement now, but we're going to turn the knees in slightly. So we're going to turn the hips in slightly. So the knees still need to be following the toes. So they're just slightly turned in. Now we're going to squeeze. Squeeze and release. What you'll notice here is that squeeze is focused more towards the front. So same movement, but it's more front focused because then the hips are turned in. 2 more like this. And last one. Let's do the opposite. Turn the feet out, so hip distance apart but slightly turned out. Squeeze and release. Again, the knees are following the toes. I'm just squeezing from that pelvic floor. Focusing at the back. Squeeze and release. Back tall, tummy in nice and tight. 2 more here. Last one. Back to parallel. Squeeze and release. Squeeze and release. 4, 3, 2, and last one. We're going to take hold of our chair now. So holding the back of our chair, making sure our feet are parallel to the chair. We're just going to push the bottom back and then pull up. The body weight's going forwards onto the chair to protect our knees. So the chair takes the weight of our body and not our knees. Okay, so we're going to push that, pull up. So you're pushing your bottom back and squeezing up. Back and squeeze up. So we're pressing that pelvis forwards, pressing the hips forwards as we come up. So we're working that pelvic floor right through its full range of movement. Let's go. 4, 3, 2, and last one, rest it there. Hips stay facing forwards. We're just going to curl the right leg up, pushing the bottom back, squeeze it back. Hips stay facing forwards. 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest it down. Change to the other side. Squeeze the bottom back. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Feet back to parallel. Toes pointing forwards. Squeeze your bottom back. Press it up with the pelvic floor. back, squeeze up. Working through those hamstrings, working through those thighs. Hips stay facing forwards, back to tummy in tight. Keep it going. Four more like this. Push the bottom back, body weight into the chair at the front, squeeze that pelvis forwards. Last one, rest it there. We're just going to come sideways on and we're going to reach across. So we're going to reach across, pull back. Hips stay facing forwards. This one's focus on working the obliques down the side of the body, but the pelvic floor has to stay engaged if you keep your hips facing forwards. So it's also a good one for the pelvic floor too. Over and pull back. Four, 3, 2, and last one, rest it there. From here, we're just going to take that inside leg forwards and we're just going to lift it up from the inner thigh. So I'm just going to step it back so you can see a bit better. Leading from that instep, working through that inner thigh. The inner thigh is connected to the pelvic floor muscles, so it's a good idea to keep them nice and strong to support the pelvic floor. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to swap sides. So placing the chair at the other side. Start with the inner thigh. We're just going to lift it here. Lift and squeeze. Squeeze. Keep going. 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That leg that's in front, we're going to take it all the way to the back. We've got that tripod going on again. So front leg, knee bent, back leg straight, and we're reaching across and back. Over, pull back. Over, pull back. Over, pull back. Keep those hips facing forwards, working down through the sides of the body, over and pull back. Thinking about working the obliques, pelvic floor stays working because the hips stay facing forwards. 4 more like this. 3, 2, and last one. Facing that chair again, toes pointing forwards, push your bottom back, pull it up. Back and lift up. Press that pelvis forwards, nice and controlled. Back and lift up. Back and lift up. Press that pelvis forwards. Hips stay facing forwards. 4 more like this. 3, 2, and last one, rest it there. Give those legs a shake. They probably need it. I'm just going to put my chair back here because our next set of exercises we're actually going to be seated and we're going to use the block. So if you haven't got a block, use a cushion. Important when we're doing seated exercises, we make sure we've got something nice and stable. So we need to have our feet flat on the floor and our hips at a 90-degree angle, going from 90-degree angle from the body to the thighs and a 90-degree angle going from the thighs to the calves. Okay, we're going to place the block in front of us and we're just going to squeeze together. Squeeze together, release. Squeezing through those inner thighs. Squeeze onto that block or onto your cushion. Okay, this time we're going to squeeze and hold. When we're holding the block. We're not holding our breath because that's bad for us. If it helps, you can count out with me because if you count out loud, you can't hold your breath at the same time. I'm ready. Let's squeeze and hold for 8. Squeeze it here. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and release. Little quick squeezes. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, squeeze and hold it in, squeeze, hold it, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Really think about lifting up that pelvic floor from inside us. Ladies, it's good for incontinence. Gentlemen, it's good for prostate. So we'll keep doing it. Okay, 8 little squeezes and then hold for 8. Squeeze, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and hold it here. Hold in. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 and rest it there. We're going to take the block in front, hover the block over your knees. We're going to take the body back and then lifting up. We're trying to keep that block hovering over our knees. So all the work comes from the core and it also benefits the lower back. So we're going to take it back and lift up. Lift up through your pelvic floor as you come up. Extra little pelvic floor squeeze. Back and lift up. Tummy in nice and tight. Keep going. Back tall, tummy in. Nice and controlled. Back and lift up. 4 more like this. 3, 2, last one. Rest it there. We're just going to keep that block in front. You can choose whether you have it this way or you can turn it to this way if you prefer. And then we're just going to turn to the corner each side. So just the corner and side. No further than the corner. Keep those hips facing forwards. Nice and controlled. Now, if you want to make it a bit harder, you can extend the lever and take it to the corner. Choose which is best for you. Side and center. Four, 3, 2, last one. Rest it there. Okay, take that block in front again and we're going to take the body back. Back and lift up. Back tall, tummy in nice and tight. Work through those tummy muscles. Back and lift up. 4, 3, 2, and last one. So let's relax it there. Okay, we're going to come down onto the mat now. Just take your time going down. Okay, we're going to position ourselves on the mat. Our feet are going to be flat on the mat. Just to start with, and we're going to take the hands out to the sides. Okay, the first exercise we're thinking about the pelvic floor and we're thinking about the thighs. So hands down by the side, we're just going to tilt our pelvis up off the floor and we're going to squeeze the thighs together. Squeeze and release. Squeeze and release. Now the weight needs to be in your shoulders and your heels, not in your neck. Squeeze and release. Nice and controlled. Squeeze, release. 2 more like this. Last one. Rest it there. Pull your bottom back to the mat. We're going to take the fingertips at the side of the head now and we're just going to lift and lower. Notice I don't move my head. The movement comes from my tummy, the shoulders, and I'm lifting the shoulders off the floor. My head stays in the same position all the time. Think about looking at the gap between the ceiling and the wall to keep your head in the right position. It's as if you've got an apple underneath your chin and your chest and you don't want it to lose it, so just keep your head in that position. If it becomes too difficult with your finger elbows out to the side, then you can slide the hands up the thighs to make it easier, or you can cross your arms over your chest. Pick the position that works for you. 2 more like this. And last one, rest it there. Hands down by your sides. Let's take that pelvis up off the floor again. Second set for those pelvic floor squeezes. Squeeze and release. So we're working the outer and inner thighs, pelvic floor. We're also working the tummy because the tummy is having to work to keep us up there. Out, in, squeeze, release. Make sure the weight is in your heels and your shoulders, not in your neck. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, last one. Release it there. Okay, this time we're going to take hold of the block and we're going to just reach the block up towards the knees. So I'm going to reach up with the block, touch my knees, take it all the way back down, just over my head. Lift it up, touch the knees, take it back down just over my head. Lift up, heel off the floor, touch the knees, all the way back down. Keep it going, up, touch the knees, take it all the way back down. Up, touch the knees, all the way back down. Can we feel that in the tummies? Just peeling those tummy muscles. Two more. And last one. Relax it there. Okay, this time we're just going to think about working down the sides of the body. So I'm going to take both knees over to the right hand side, fingertip to the side of the head again, and we're just going to lift and lower. So I'm lifting my shoulders straight up in front of me, but as the knees are to the side, I'm feeling it down the side of the tummy muscle in those obliques. Four, 3, 2, and last one. Bring the legs back to centre. Take the hands down by the side, and from here we're just going to cross the ankles, lifting and lowering the bottom off the floor. So lift and lower, working through those tummy muscles. Lift and lower. Head in line with your spine. 4, 3, 2, last one. Rest it there. Take the feet back to the mat. And then we're just going to drop the knees over to the other side. Fingertips at the side of the head, forehead looking up, lift and lower. So straight up in front of us, working down the sides of the body. Don't forget to breathe. Out as you go up, in as you go down. Nice and controlled. Four, 3, 2, last one. Relax it there. Bring the knees back to centre. Hands down by your sides. Lift your legs into the air. Cross the ankles. Lift your bottom off the floor. Lift and lower. Tummy in nice and tight. Keep it going. Four more. 4, 3, 2, and last one. Relax it there. Take the feet back to the mat. Fingertip to the side of the head. We're just going to lift and lower and finish with straight crunches. Head in line with the spine. Keep going. Lift and lower. Breathing out as you go up, in as you go down. Again, you can make it easy for yourself by sliding your hands up your thighs, somewhere in the middle. Cross the hands over the chest And if you want to work that a little bit harder, fingertips go at the side of your head, so we're not pulling on the neck. Lift and lower. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and last one. Rest it there. We're just going to relax on the floor for a second, and then we're going to stretch out all the muscles we've worked. So we're going to start by stretching through the bottom. Just take the right knee in towards the chest, holding it underneath the knee between the hamstring and the calf. And then from this position, we're just going to flex the foot, placing the footprint on the ceiling, stretching through the hamstring. Feeling that stretch through that hamstring, heel push to the ceiling. Give it a really good stretch. And when you feel that stretch start to ease, try and bring that leg a little bit straighter, a little bit closer towards the chest. Increasing that stretch, developing your flexibility. You can slide the hand up to the hamstring, up through the calf, just feel it in the hamstring. Try and get that leg as straight as you can so you get that stretch. And then we're going to place the heel of this leg onto the knee of the opposite leg. And lift that leg off the floor so we get a stretch through the outer thigh. If you just want to leave it there and you feel the stretch there, that's absolutely fine. We're just going to lift off the floor a little bit here. Release those feet down. Let's do the same over on the other side. So knee in towards the chest. And then we're flexing that foot, feeling a stretch through the hamstring. And when you feel that stretch start to ease, try and bring that leg a little bit straighter, a little bit closer towards the chest. Slide the hands up towards the calf so we get that lovely stretch through the hamstring. Try and get that leg as straight as you can so you get a lovely stretch. And then we're going to place the heel of that leg onto the knee of the opposite leg, reach between the legs and draw in off the floor, feeling that stretch through the outer thigh. Release the feet back to the mat. Take the arms out to the side so that we're in a T shape. We're going to drop both knees over to the right hand side so we're feeling that nice stretch down through the sides of the body. And release there. Go over to the other side. And from here, we're just going to slowly bring ourselves into a nice sitting position. Place the soles of your feet together so we get a nice stretch through the inner thighs. From here, we're just going to go into an all fours position. Palms under shoulders, knees under hips. We're just going to pull the tummy in and round the lower back so we get a nice stretch through that lower back area. Pulling that tummy in nice and tight. Slide the hands forward now and pull your bottom over your heels. Feeling a stretch through the bottom and through the shoulders. We're going to come onto our forearms now and bring the body weight forwards. Palms flat on the floor, press the chest forward so we get a nice stretch through the tummy muscles. Take the head onto the forearm and then we're just going to curl the heel in towards the bottom, holding the shoelaces. If you can't manage the shoelaces, hold your heel, the bottom of your sock or your bottom of your trousers. Pull in, feel that stretch through the front of the thigh. Switch over to the other side. Head onto the forearm, curl the heel in towards the bottom. Again, holding it around the shoelaces. or the heel. If you can't manage the heel, hold the sock or the bottom of your trousers. Press forwards for hold that stretch. Relax it there, and we're going to slowly unfold now into a kneeling position. Take the right leg forwards. We're pressing the pelvis forwards, and as we do that, we're just going to take the hands in the small of the back, press the chest forwards. Relax it there, switch sides, and then we're just going to give ourselves a hug to stretch through the upper back. Pressing the pelvis forward so we get that stretch in the hip flexor here at the same time. And then from here we're going to return to a standing position. You can use your chair to help you get up if you need to. Push up. Take the right hand and place it between the shoulder blades. Take the left hand over the top or push from the front. Nice stretch through those upper arms. And then release it over to the other side, or pushing from the front. Take one hand to the side of the head and reach out to the side, feeling a nice stretch through the neckline. And then I'm going to take that over to the other side now. That hand that's out to side, we're going to bring it in front, show me the palm, hold between the joints and look over your shoulder, doing a nice stretch in the upper arm area. And release it there, switching sides, hand up, show me the palm, hold between the joints, look over your shoulder. And release it there, take a nice deep breath in, lift up, and release it down, one more time, reach up, and release it down, give the hands a shake, give the legs a shake, and give yourselves a well-deserved clap. Thank you very much for joining me this afternoon. I hope you enjoyed our Rethinking Pain Movement Matter session this afternoon. I hope that you'll be joining me again next Wednesday. Don't forget, like the page, comment in the box to let me know that you're joining me this afternoon. And if you live in the Bradford or Craven area and you would like to be signed up to our Rethinking Pain programme, please contact your GP or other medical practitioner. Hope to see you again soon. Take care. Bye.